Hi there. Today I am swapping out tires on a BMW F30 328 xDrive sedan, just to give you an idea of what you need to do it. It's very simple, and if you're looking at this, you've probably gone back and forth about deciding whether you need winter tires or not, and that's kind of a decision you have to make for yourself. Here's just an outside look of the original tires. These are 18-inch wheels on the Sport line. I'm switching to these, which are I believe the A7s. You can get them at Tire Rack. This is actually a 16-inch wheel. Tires are Bridgestone Blizzaks WS60s. The center caps I got off of eBay actually for like $15. That come from overseas. I went with the black look instead of the original blue checker that BMW has. The caps are easier to pop with two hands, but I'm holding the camera so I can only do it with one. But you can see it's still simple to do that way. You'll need a torque wrench and a ratchet. Longer the better, just to get a little more leverage. You really don't want to have to use a torque wrench for anything but torquing. You're going to need a floor jack. I got one of these custom BMW pads here that goes right into the jack points under the car, which are actually like a hard plastic, it looks like. If you use a normal jack on the jack points of the car, take the risk of breaking it. You'll also need a 17mm socket. This is actually a custom one I got off of eBay. It's kind of lined in a hard plastic so it protects the wheels so you don't scratch them up. If you're careful, you can do it with any 17mm deep well socket, and the lifting pad just goes right on top of the jack there. And it's probably best to get it kind of lined up under the car and lift the jack up to it. Here's a jack point on the car. It has 4, so I'm doing this one at a time. While the car's still on the ground, before you jack it, you want to loosen up the wheels. Back to the tires. These are the original tires. They're 18-inch Continental Conti Pro contacts. And here are the Blizzaks, and they're 225, 55, 16s. The original 328s come with 17s. This is a Sport line. It comes with 18s. As you can see, the tire has about 3 inches off the rim with the 18s. And then on the 16s, you get about 4 inches off the rim. So that actually helps. In wintertime, actually, they recommend going with a smaller tire size for winter, just for the added sidewall protection. Also, if you're in an area where you have a lot of potholes and things like that, it's helpful, just protects the rim. I had no problem going down from an 18 to 16 in the wintertime. Actually, the 16s are even cheaper. Another comparison, too, with the tread depth. Continentals have about 3,000 miles on them, about 8/32 of an inch tread depth, where the Blizzak actually I bought, they have about 11/32 tread depth with about 2,000 or 3,000 miles on them. So just a comparison of how much more tread depth you get. Plus the tread compound's different, and there's more sipes, and obviously they're set up for winter. Winter tires are rotational, so be sure you go the right way before you place them on. And after you remove the original tires, just with chalk, I marked where that tire came from. So when you put them back on, you can put them in the same spot, or if they're due for rotation, you know where they go. Okay, after you place the new tire on, tighten them down, and then lower the car back down. And when the car is lowered is where you're going to want to torque it down. I went with 100 pounds. This is a little comparison of the original and the new winter 16 Blizzaks. And now after you went to all 4 corners and repeated the same process, this is what it's going to look like front and back. The tread, as you can see, put them on in the right direction. Very important. Okay, the next step is you're going to have to reset your tire pressure monitor. If it doesn't pop up right away, it will. This popped up. So actually, I went to the gas station, get the air pressure right before you reset it. Green will come up. Go ahead and just turn to reset. Mark that. This will come up, and it'll tell you it'll take a few minutes to reset itself. So you have to drive around a little bit, and then it'll happen sooner than that probably. But after you drive around a little bit, you'll see. And then this should come up later on, and you'll be good to go. If it doesn't, then maybe something wrong, or maybe your tire pressure monitors aren't right. So give that a shot and see how it works. Hope this was helpful.